They've survived strokes, disability, menopause, aging parents, and each other. One is 73, one is 52. They live half a country apart, and they probably shouldn't get along this well. This is Sally Ross Brown and Jenn Brockman, and this is I Kept Not Dying, their podcast about surviving life.
Okay. Hey, Sally, how are you?
Hey, I'm good today. How are
Good.
you?
I'm actually doing really well. I'm happy to see you. Um, you wanted to start today with reading a little bit from the new book that you've been working on.
I would like to do that.
Okay. Why don't we just hop
So-
right in?
Oh, okay. All right. So here we go. Um, all right. This one is called Feelings Are Allowed. Be conscious you that what you make be conscious when you make a new beginning. And the best way to start is right where you are, not in the past, not in the future, just right here. Whatever you are feeling today is fine. Um, Try to be honest as you can with yourself about what s- what your stroke sits in, for how your stroke fits into your life right now. Your feelings. Wait a minute.
It's okay.
All
Take
right.
get comfortable.
Okay, just a second. Okay. Whatever you're feeling today is allowed. Try to be as honest as you can with what you have and how your stroke fits into your life right now. Your feelings don't get to drive the entire show. They only control, they don't control your attitude or your behavior unless you hand them the keys. Feelings, wait a minute. Wait a second. Okay. Um, Shit. I don't think this is gonna work.
Okay. Do you want me to pull it up and read it?
Yeah, it's the first. It's yeah, because I can't read it apparently,
Okay. Not a
but
problem.
I can talk about it.
Yep. Well, let me find it.
It's the very first after there's the thing that says begin again. See that page where it says begin again?
Yep. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, I see that.
Okay. And it's the first one after that. It's called Feelings Are Allowed.
Gotcha. Okay, let me see if I can read through this real quick. All right.
Mm.
Feelings are allowed. Be conscious that when you make a new beginning, the best place to start is always right where you are, not in the past, not in the imagined future, just here. Whatever you are feeling today is allowed. Try to be as honest as you can with yourself about how your stroke sits in your life right now. Your feelings don't get to drive the entire show. They don't control your attitude or your behavior unless you hand them the keys. Feelings only gain power when you refuse to look at them. When you acknowledge them, even the loud, messy ones, something softens, something shifts. Trust that when it is time to know your next step, you will know it. There will always be a difference between the person you want to be and the person you are today. Most days you're too tired or too busy to think about the size of that gap. Some days you're amazed at how far you've come. Love those days like crazy. And then there are the days where the gap feels enormous and heavy and unfair. Wow. I don't know why that's emotional, but it is.
I love you.
All right. And you're convinced that you are failing at everything. On those days, be the gentlest version of yourself. You are far better at this than you think. You are a work in progress, and that is exactly what you're supposed to be. God damn it, Sally. Imagine what you would say to your best friend if she were the one recovering from a stroke. You'd be kind, you'd be patient, encouraging. Say those same words inside your own head. Say them again and again. You, my friend, are amazing. All right. So, surprise, surprise, I'm emotional.
Well, I
Um,
love it. Here's what I love about it, that I can write it the way I write it, and I can get that in my head. I can get it out, but I can't read it.
yeah, isn't that funny how that
It's
works?
I know it's so weird, and I keep trying. I keep trying to do it over and over and over again, so I can get to where I can read it to people. But
Right.
so far, it hasn't come.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it will come. We may be listening to you read about it for the rest of the whole current life. I don't
You
know.
you want me to record the audio version of your book?
Absolutely, I do.
Well, I would volunteer, but I'm going to cry halfway through all of it, you know.
Well,
Every
that's
time I
part of
start,
it.
I'm just going to cry. So, I have a couple of questions about where that particular passage came from. Where were you? Do you know what you were thinking when you were writing it? Was there something that was a catalyst for that?
Well, I do remember writing this, and I remember, and it was one of the hardest ones I did. It took me a long time to really kind of get going and say, okay, you can do this, you know. And it was doing this one. And when I wrote it, I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. And it was just like releasing it all and saying, yep, you can do this. This is important and you need to do it. And it kind of kept me going. I still
Yeah,
go back and read it every now and then when things are bad or I'm not having a great day. I'll go
right.
back and read it again. And
I
so
think,
that's cool.
yeah, I think for me too, this is something that I have noticed about every book that you've written that I've read, or when I'm reading it, or when I'm rereading it. It doesn't matter that it doesn't matter what the subject matter is, like whether it was your last book, Different, which was about parenting kids or being a kid who's being parented that has special needs of any sort, or even the Big Red Bike book. There's something about the way that you communicate, even when we're just talking, that is, I don't know, I think it hits the wound in all of us. And it just like, it finds the wound and soothes it. Does that make sense?
It kind of does. It kind of does. And I don't know that everybody in the world will have that same reaction to it. But I think because you and I are so close is one of the reasons that I understand why you're sniffing around and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
I get that part.
there's something about even just that passage. It's acknowledging, even if I haven't had a stroke, or even if the reader has not had a stroke, it's acknowledging that some days are going to be difficult, whether that's your mental health or whether that's your physical health, or, no matter what it is, you're going to have difficult days. And it's okay to acknowledge that. And it's okay to just be whatever you are in that moment. That's kind of how I hear that passage. And of course I hear it in your voice because I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I love it. I love listening to you read it. I really do. I do think you should record it. We'll
Well, I
discuss it.
if we get to that point, I'd be happy to. So, for anybody who's paying attention, this new book is not quite ready for purchase yet, but it should be pretty soon, and we'll definitely let everybody know where and how to get that. Um, Let me pull that back up because I thought there was another question I had. Um, what When you hear me reading that back, or when you said you've gone back to read that, what have you taken away from it, as not being in the moment of writing it, but going back to hear it again?
The thing that it always brings me back to is to be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself, because that's the hardest part for me. Because I wake up in the morning all ready to be gung ho and do what I'm going to do. And I've got a great list of things to do. And sometimes I can do them, sometimes I can't. And on the days when I can't, or it doesn't come as easy, I try to remind myself to just take it easy and do what I can do and move forward. And it's hard because I want to do so much, but sometimes it just doesn't come.
Yeah, yeah, I can totally identify with that. I have a lot of physical, like skeletal issues that cause a lot of pain throughout the day. And there are some days where I'm great and I can power through and I can do 40 loads of laundry and mop the floors and sit at my desk for 3 hours and get stuff done. And then there are days where I can't even sit at my desk for an hour, without having to go lay down and rest my back and do those kind of things. So I totally identify with that also. And it took me a really long time to get to a place where I could be okay with that. And even some days I'm still just like, I kind of
Yeah,
want to, I'm angry about the fact that my body won't cooperate. So
yeah,
only imagine what it's like for somebody who has had a stroke and has even less control.
yeah. So I think that, because that was the first thing I wrote for that book, it it really is the thing that I go back to
Yeah.
when I've had enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me what, um, I think I know this, but I'm still curious to hear, why did you write the book? Was it for you? Was it for everybody else? Was it a combination?
Well, it was all of those things. Um, and mostly I started doing it because I had read one piece of my book before, because I was gonna send it out to somebody that wanted a copy of it. And I
Mhm.
just happened to start reading it, and I just kind of went, oh my gosh, this stuff still rings true to me. And so I started writing. And when I first started writing it, I really was doing it just for me, just to get to the point where I could do something.
Right.
you know, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And then I would read it to people, and people would be like, oh, and so then I decided I might as well publish it. And the thing about it is, everything that I'm going through is I'm still going through. It's like, um, and I have a group that I go to on Monday nights and Wednesdays. And we were talking last night, and I just got to thinking about how everybody, even people that have had years since their stroke, they still have days when they can't do it, and they can't do it like you think that you can do it. And
Right.
it really does stick with you. And I'm beginning to think now, this is kind of weird, but lately I've been starting to think that, people that are my age, how old am I? 73?
I
I'm
think so.
73, and I'm getting older, and now I don't have as much stuff to put out.
Hmm.
And I've noticed that a lot of my friends feel that way. People that I grew up with, all of a sudden they're starting to feel it and sense it. And it just kind of tickles me to go, oh, it's not just me. It's not just us. It can be anything.
Hmm. Yeah.
So that's kind of cool to me. Um, and it's cool for me to listen to people that I've known before that have read parts of the book and go, "Oh, I feel like that too." So
Yeah. Good.
it's kind of an interesting thing to watch other people
Yeah.
relate to it. So
Yeah.
I think if I live long enough, I'll be able to deal with really old people.
You don't. You don't get to die, Sally. No, you can't die. Never ever.
Oh,
No.
all right.
At least not before me.
Okay,
I,
well, I got some more stuff to do. We got some more stuff to do first.
you do. You do. Okay, so after the last podcast episode that we put out, my mom actually was watching it, and she had a question for you. Um, and I think probably some other people will wonder this too. So here's what she said: I'd like to know more about how Sally deals with being unable to use her dominant hand these days. Uh, I can relate a little bit because I broke my dominant arm near the shoulder almost 20 years ago and really struggled with doing things with my other hand. So, you want to address that? Because you have some kind of cool, exciting news to
Look
show
at
us.
this. Look at this. Okay,
Yeah,
this is I
that's
just
crazy.
I went back to have it done again. I get it done like every 3 months or something. So I went back, and I was getting ready to say, "Look, I need to stop doing this." Was what I was really going to say, because this wasn't helping. But I made him sit down and look at my hands, and I pushed them and he rearranged a lot of the things he did with it.
Okay.
And he said that next time when he orders, he's going to order more and put some more in. So I'm starting to be able to, and this is like 2 days in, or
That's crazy. That's
isn't
so
it?
good.
Now, it still hurts,
Yeah.
but it's not nearly as painful as it was. And I don't have to take as much aspirin as I used to.
Okay.
So it's awesome that I'm
It,
so excited. I can't tell you. Now I still can't do anything with it, you know,
yeah,
but I look good,
that's fair. Well, it's moving.
so
It's moving.
so
So, clarify for me, is it like a physical therapist? Is it a surgeon? Who or what is it that you're doing?
oh, it's Botox.
Oh, Botox. Okay.
Botox that I get for they started doing it when I was first telling them how sore it was.
Okay.
You know, they kind of started it, and it's taken me a while to get, but I think I'm beginning to get good enough now to be able to talk to him in such
Oh,
a way that I think we can get it to work better.
okay, great. So just for anybody who hasn't seen previous video with Sally, it's your right hand, right? Correct?
Yeah,
Yeah. It was very like her fingers were really, really stiff,
like
right?
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, kind of gnarly. Um, yeah, and you didn't have really any movement in them, did you?
No, not really.
Yeah, so this is amazing because you are like you're stretching your fingers out. Oh my gosh, you can touch
Look
each
at this.
finger
Look at
pad.
this.
That's amazing. You're able to touch each finger pad to your thumb. You can stretch them out and make a fist, and that's just crazy. That's so good.
I know. I'm so excited, and it's just weird how things like that just get better, So
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Does it give you hope?
It does. It's given me hope now that I might be able to start using my walker less,
Oh, okay,
you
good.
know.
Good.
But one of the reasons that I use it is because I can put stuff on it. Because
Yeah,
I can't carry a purse, because
right.
so I have, when I'm walking somewhere, you should see my thing. It's got, you know, and it's got things for anybody that's with me has their things laid on it, you know. I
It's
mean,
like a
it's
walking
just,
shelf.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But it works,
Yeah, it
and
does. It
so,
does. Um,
so, um,
Go ahead.
but I'm thinking about, I saw this thing on TikTok.
Mhm.
Can I talk about this thing on TikTok?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I saw this thing on TikTok and I'm gonna order it. It's and it looks like it's about the size of a walker. I mean, it's like the same, but it's pretty well built. So I think I can take it with me and have more stuff to carry
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
if if I don't um have to sit down.
Yeah,
So so I'm gonna kind of work that out because I think that would be good.
yeah.
And so I'm just trying to get myself ready to do as many things as I can do.
Speaking of TikTok, have you found community there?
Yes,
I
I
have
have.
for a totally different reason than you, but I have learned more about my health as a woman from people on
Really?
TikTok. I If it weren't for TikTok, I would not have known to try uh, HRT for my menopause. I would not have understood how, like, the lack of hormones have completely affected not just my body, but my brain and my emotions. It is crazy. I mean, I've been to doctors and I have learned more from TikTok people, from both just regular people and doctors on TikTok, than I ever have from any physician I've tried to talk about this stuff with. So I'm kind of curious if that's been true for you in the stroke community or if
N-
it's been a different experience.
No, it's very much the same. Now I have a social group here. I mean, because I take some classes.
Right.
And someday I'll talk to you about what that's like. But
I would
I,
love to do that. Yeah.
and I also do a night class where we talk and, and we kind of learned to talk to each other. And it's kind of funny actually, because you got 15 people and none of us are, we're all saying different shit, but we know what each other's saying. I don't know how to explain it, but it
Yeah.
just kind of works. So I
Yeah.
have that. So that really helps me a lot. I don't know what I would do without that.
Yeah.
But I'm beginning now to find people outside of that who don't have this thing. They don't have a group, and I'm beginning to build some relationships with them. So I'm starting to see how people who don't live where there's TikTok
Hmm.
or don't know about, they don't know how to do it.
Right. Right.
And so I think that we ought to find a way to be sure and tell people that's where you look, that's where you go, that's where
I
you
agree.
know.
That's yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you about that since you brought it up, because I'm sure um, for all of the problems that TikTok has, it's been a great source of community for a lot of different people in a lot of different ways.
I know it's amazing. I watch Vicky, um, she does TikTok, but hers are all animals.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she does animals and cats and dogs and horses and people like that. That's what
yeah,
she does,
that's
you
funny.
know.
Mine
So,
is a lot of like the neurodiverse autism and ADHD. It's a lot of those communities, and then women's health as well. So yeah,
yeah, so I'm grateful for it,
yeah, I am too.
you know.
Um, is there anything else you want to cover, or do you feel like that's a good place to stop?
Well, I guess it's a good place to stop. I just want everybody to know I'm getting excited about my book and really ready for it to be done so that we can start talking about it. And um I'm just happy to for one thing, I'm glad it's done, you
Yes,
know.
yeah. I know
And
you've been working on it for a long time.
yeah, so I'll be glad when it's done. And so I guess I'm good for this week. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
People tell us if they want us to ask us questions to go ahead and ask us because
Yes.
we can certainly answer them.
Yeah. Be happy to answer them, and it helps us kind of dive into things that we're not necessarily thinking about. Yeah. All right. Well, Miss Sally, my friend, I will say goodbye for this week, and we'll be back next time.
Okay. All right. I love you.
That's it for today. Sally and Jen will be back next time, assuming nothing goes wrong, which, based on their track record, is a bold assumption. Find them